Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi, my name is Carissa. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's video I am so excited for. I've been wanting to film this video for so long, but I didn't want to just like slap my products into a video and be like, here you go. I've done way too much researching over the years on skincare products and the ingredients that go in products to just do that to you guys, you know? So in this video, I'm gonna discuss my nighttime skincare routine. I really think that you guys are gonna like it. I wanted this video to be more informative for you too. I love skincare and it's so important for so many reasons, but it's also really important to know what you are putting on your skin too. So I'll touch on what I've learned, a little bit of my skin in particular so you guys know what I'm talking about, and then also go into my skincare routine. I really wanted to share my skin's journey because it's normal not to have perfect skin. I struggled with my skin for so many years and I still do sometimes, so you're definitely not alone if you are like me at all. I can do a full video on how I healed my acne if that's something that is interesting for you guys, and how I've kind of just kept it at bay throughout the years too, and go more in depth on diet, hormones, supplements, treatments, and all like that sort of stuff. So just definitely let me know if that is something that you're interested in. But obviously this video is just focused on the skincare products themselves. If you want to jump ahead into my routine, I'll put a little timestamp in the description box for you guys so you can go ahead and jump to that section if you want to. All right, so my skin type. So my skin type is combination. I am oily in my T-zone and then pretty much normal everywhere else. I do have sensitive skin, I do have acne-prone, and I do have melasma. So kind of like a mouthful of problems. I have very problematic skin, which has been super fun throughout the years. If you don't know what melasma is, in my opinion, it's kind of like hyperpigmentation, but on steroids. It's really difficult to treat and it's really difficult to keep at bay. It'll never 100% go away, but there are things that you can do to help to treat it and to help like lighten the pigments. The products I'm going to share with you I've been using for the last year and a half. These products have completely changed my skin for the better. I'm so happy that I found them. I feel like my skin is just so hydrated, so plump, so healthy, and just has like a very natural glow to it, and it just like it brings like a smile to my face that I'm able to say that finally, you know? It's definitely not perfect and flawless by any means, but it's definitely in a spot that I'm thrilled about, you know? Before the last year and a half, I would say for about 2 to 3 years, pretty much after I turned 25, that's when I really struggled with acne and with my melasma as well. I've always had 1 to 2 breakouts on my face at any given time, but something about turning 25, maybe like those hormones changing, I don't really know. My skin completely spiraled out of control, something that I've never seen before, even like in my teenage years. It was a hard pill to swallow, and to see me deal with that, my self-confidence took like a major hit too. And at that same time, that's when I developed melasma. I had no idea what the heck it was. I thought it was just normal hyperpigmentation, just like uneven skin. So I was treating it that way, and I mean, I was completely wrong in all of that as well, because it's definitely not the same thing and it is much harder to treat. And obviously I wasn't being good and like staying out of the sun, and I was just provoking it, you know what I mean, because I didn't know what it really was. I'll also say, like, at that same time and throughout the years up until a year and a half ago, again, like when I started using all of these products, I was using medical grade products for the most part. Pretty much anything from like SkinCeuticals, Skin Better Science, IS Clinical, Sanitas, like you name it. I've tried all of that. I also tried everything under the sun at Sephora as well. So I was just kind of getting fed up at that point. I feel like I was just hitting a dead end. So I decided to go a level deeper, put on my little research hat. It's something that I'm definitely known to do. All of my friends know it. They kind of make fun of me because of how invested I am and how much I need to research things. So I started to research the ingredients in all the products that I currently owned, but also all of the products that I wanted to buy too. So at the time I found, and since then still use, a few of like these key websites that calls out all of like the ingredients in products, but I also have a full list of ingredients that are either known like irritants or pore clogging, which of course causes acne and stuff that you want to stay away from. So I'll include like those websites in the list of those ingredients in the description for you too. I think that would be really helpful, because if you feel like you have your diet and your hormones and all like that sort of stuff under control, but you're kind of like running out of options, I would definitely take a look at the ingredients that you're putting on your skin and on your face to see if that could be causing any problems. So what I found for me personally is not only was I using products with really bad ingredients, but I was also using products just like way too harsh for my skin type. I really thought that I had resilient skin throughout the years, but I definitely don't. My skin type is definitely more on the sensitive side, and definitely like when I was treating my acne, I felt like I needed to be more harsh, but that's definitely the opposite of what you want to do when you're trying to treat acne as well. I also think for some reason I developed a sensitivity to medical grade skincare products and a lot of AHA and BHAs throughout the years of use. They just weren't really effective for my skin anymore. So I feel like the products I'm going to share with you today are so gentle yet so effective, and I'm so excited to share with you all of these products. And of course, before I share my products, I need to throw out there that what may work for me might not work for you. So please make sure you are doing your own research to make sure that the products are compatible for your skin and your needs. Skincare is just so personal, so like my main goal for this video and what I'm hoping that you take away is just to be more mindful of the ingredients in your products and to make sure that you're staying gentle with your skin. So, finally, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into my nighttime skincare routine. My first step that I use at night, especially if I have makeup on, is obviously I need to remove my makeup. So what I typically use, there's two main things that I use. I usually use a microfiber cloth, or I use micellar water. I feel that both are very effective for my skin. They're gentle. Obviously with the microfiber cloth, there's no ingredients in that, but it's so effective at removing your makeup, and there's so many options out there like the halo thing, or I usually buy like a pack of 6 microfiber cloths off of Amazon for like $12, and you can just like rotate through them. That's really helpful. Or if I'm deciding to use micellar water, I do use the Bioderma one, the sensitive kind. This does not irritate my skin at the slightest. It's very gentle. It does not cause any breakouts or anything, which I absolutely love. I've used oils throughout the years too. Oil and my skin do not mix at all. This might be a bold statement, but I just really don't feel like if you have oily skin or even combination skin or sensitive skin that you should be using oils. I find that just a lot of the oils that say that they don't clog pores still do. But anyways, with the micellar water, what I do is there's kind of like a bougie cotton pad that I get from Sephora. It comes like in a huge pack. They are like the best cotton pads that I found. I saturate the Bioderma on the cotton pad, and then I just start it on my eyes of patting it in, holding it there for a minute, making sure that the makeup is getting loose before I start rubbing my skin. You definitely don't want to be tugging at your skin. And then yeah, slowly I just remove all my makeup with a one pad. Once I'm done with that, then I head in to my second cleanser. So what I use for my skin is the Ultra Gentle Cleanser from Face Reality. This brand is so amazing. This cleanser, you guys, I kind of don't want to share it because it's my all-time favorite cleanser. It is so gentle on my skin. It's fragrance, sulfates, and parabens free. It still suds up a little bit, but it's very mild and it's gentle. It never dries out my skin at all. It's amazing for those with acne-prone or sensitive skin. Even those with eczema, you can probably try this out as well, and I think that you would really like it. But essentially how I use this is like immediately after I'm done with my makeup, what I do is I put a little bit of this in my hands. Usually I will wet my fingertips, or they should be completely dry, and then I rub it into my fingertips and then I massage it into my dry skin. I find that that's the most effective way to use a cleanser. So this next step isn't for everyone, but I typically do go in with a third cleanser. My skin thrives on exfoliation. Obviously, like the use and like the cadence can vary per person, but for me and my skin personally, I can exfoliate every single day. It helps just all the products afterwards to penetrate into the skin easier as well. Me personally, I love physical exfoliators. I know like this is kind of like a touchy subject with some, but this is the type of exfoliator, again, that is perfect for me and my skin. There are two main exfoliants that I use, the first being the Mandelic Face and Body Scrub. I love this so much. It's a very non-irritating AHA that resurfaces your skin. I feel like this AHA falls under the radar in comparison to a lot of other AHAs like glycolic or lactic, which now are just too harsh for my skin type. It contains larger molecules derived from almond extracts. I feel like this is really effective for me to reduce my hyperpigmentation, dealing with enlarged pores, fine lines, uneven skin tone, and definitely like my post-acne marks. And like this says, which is interesting, it is also a body scrub. So sometimes if I have like some bumps or something on my skin, maybe on my chest, I will use this in the shower as well, and this helps clear up any of those bumps, which is really cool. The second exfoliant that I do use is the Face Reality Acne Face and Body Scrub. So this one is made for acne-prone skin, more specifically because it does contain benzoyl peroxide. It's only 2.5%, so it's relatively low percentage, but I find that this is still highly effective at keeping my acne at bay. It's highly effective for like oily and blackhead prone skin. It helps to reduce all the bacteria that causes acne. So what I do is sometimes I will alternate between using the Mandelic and then using the acne one, or sometimes I will mix the two together and use it in one night. I kind of just listen to my skin and I do whatever it wants me to kind of do, you know? So after I'm done cleansing my face, the next step naturally is to go in with a toner. So the toner that I use is the Face Reality Moisture Balance Toner. This says it's for dehydrated skin, but I feel like any skin type can use this. It's just really a hydrating toner. It just offers intense moisturization with heavy water and hyaluronic acid. Hydration is just so important. You need to put that moisture back into your skin to keep it healthy and keep it glowing. So this is perfect when my face gets dehydrated from using other strong products like my melasma treatment or the acne treatment or anything like that, especially in winter too. But it's great for me to use year round, honestly, and it's just really gentle and it's super soothing. So also a trick with this is I do use like a gauze pad and not like a cotton pad. I feel like the cotton pad absorbs most of the product and it just wastes product, and the gauze lets me use less product, but it also has like a little bit of texture to it. So I feel like that is like another quick little exfoliant for my skin that my skin really likes. All right, after cleansing, toning, all that sort of stuff, this is when we need to go in with our serums and our treatments. So the first treatment that I like to apply onto my face is this Growth Factor Gel from Rhonda Allison. It is amazing, you guys. I feel like with my skin type, I can't really use like any fancy serums or anything like that anymore. So this is the closest that I can get to it, and it's just so effective for my skin. And why it's so amazing is because it's gel. So it's perfect for those that have oily skin types or those that are acneic as well. But it's a matte finish hydrator, so it's definitely not going to make your skin oily or anything. So this is something I use in the day and in the night. It has epidermal growth factors designed to promote healing and strengthening your skin, and it's absolutely perfect for healing my acne marks. It helps to keep them from peeling, but it also feels like it helps to heal them faster, and then it also helps to like not leave any post-acne marks too. So any of like that uneven skin tone, who is she with this? Like, it's just non-existent. But this is absolutely essential in my skincare routine, and it just is not heavy, doesn't feel greasy or anything. So yeah, I just love this so much. So for treatments, there's typically two treatments I use. This one I use every single day. It is the Face Reality 8% Mandelic Acid Serum. The 8% is perfect if you have skin like mine, one that does kind of suffer from acne, but one that has combo skin. What is nice is that this does range from like 5%, I think, to up to like 15% or something. So I would just kind of adjust it depending on your skin. So if you have drier skin, I would potentially go down to like a 5% or something like that. But this really helps to lighten hyperpigmentation. It's antibacterial, antifungal. It has exfoliating properties in it too. I think that this product is one of my main reasons for just keeping my skin clear and keeping it just glowy and healthy looking. Okay, so this next product is something that I use once a week. It's a really strong treatment. It is prescription strength. It's to help my melasma, but it is mixed with other strong ingredients too. So essentially, like, what I do with this is I apply a pump of it mainly to the spots that I have my melasma, but anything left over, I just smooth it out over to my entire face. The melasma treatment in this is called hydroquinone. So it's a prescription strength depigmentation agent. It's just one of the only ingredients that I found effective to lighten the dark patches on my face. I could go into like the safety of this product and all like that sort of stuff, but I'm gonna skip that for now for like simplicity of it. The other three main ingredients in this product is hydrocortisone, tretinoin, and kojic acid. Tretinoin is prescription strength. It's like retinol, but stronger and kind of like a pure ingredient. It works to help keep your pores clear. It helps with acne, fine lines, dark spots, and any like rough and uneven texture that you may have to your skin. Kojic acid helps to lighten visible sun damage, age spots, scars, helps with acne as well. And where the hydrocortisone comes into play is that kind of like helps to balance out all the other actives in this treatment. So it helps with like any itching, redness, peeling sort of stuff too. So again, this is something that is prescription strength that I got. I would ask like your esthetician or your dermatologist if they have something similar to this, but this definitely has helped, is like the only thing that's helped with my melasma. And I know I said I didn't want to get into like the safety of it, but it's something that you can't just use year round. You do have to take breaks from it. So it's something that I use like maybe 3 or 4 months on and then a few months off, and then I rotate with it too. So when you're doing that, you can go to like a non-prescription strength melasma treatment, but I typically find that that's not very helpful for my skin, but just thought I'd mention it. All right, we're finally to moisturizer. So for moisturizer, what I use is the Face Reality Hydro Balance Hydrating Gel. So for me and my skin type, the best sort of moisturizer to use is one that is gel based. I cannot use cream or anything else. It'll just clog my pores. It'll cause me to break out. So this is the best one that I found for my skin. And the reason being, because even if I wake up in the morning, I don't feel like my skin is greasy. This helps keep it matte longer. So I absolutely love that about this moisturizer. It does have antioxidant and antibacterial properties to it. It's water-based, doesn't irritate my skin at all. So how I apply it is I apply with damp hands. So after I'm done with all like the other treatments, I do like rinse my hands of the leftover ingredients on my hands, and then I pat it dry, and then I re-wet it, just like very damp. I apply 2 pumps of this, and then I just massage it into my skin. Damp hands with gel moisturizers, game changer guys. It's like the best way to apply it. So lastly, for an acne treatment, this is the last thing that I apply to my skin before I am all finished, is the Face Reality Acne Med in 5%. They do have this in 2.5%, and I believe they have this up to 10% as well. 5% is perfect for me to use on like a daily basis. This is the main reason for all of like my white sheets and my white towels, because this does have like bleaching agents in it. So just a heads up if you're using benzoyl peroxide that does that. But what's great about Acne Med and benzoyl peroxide, if you're unaware, is that it just really helps to penetrate the pore where it fights acne and causes bacteria, and it helps to unclog pores and just keep them from clogging. Again, what I love about this one in particular is that it is a water-based gel, so it's not cream. It's very gentle. It has very simple ingredients. This is like the most simplest one that I've found, and it just helps to keep all of my breakouts at bay. So I just take small little dime-sized amounts onto like my cheeks and my chin. I don't apply this to my forehead because I don't really break out on my forehead. So I just apply this to areas where I typically do break out. So for any of the extras, I do not use masks on a day-to-day basis, a weekly basis, monthly basis, none of that sort of stuff, none of the over-the-counter masks. I just don't find that my skin really needs it, so I just don't bother to put all like the extra ingredients and stuff on my face. I do go see an esthetician about once a quarter or so to get a facial and for them to do all the extractions and everything. That's like my favorite part about a facial. I used to go monthly to an esthetician to get like chemical peels, microdermabrasion, and all like that sort of stuff, but I just found that it wasn't really helping my skin overall, and it was just kind of becoming a little bit harsh on it. So I kind of just forewent that and then just moved to just keeping like quarterly facials to like treat myself a little bit, you know? If there's anything that I do use on my face, it is the NuFace toning device. I think that this is the mini. I love this so much. The only thing with this is you have to make sure that you are staying consistent. You need to use it regularly. So about like 5 minutes, 3 or more times a week. That's where you will typically see results using this. But what a NuFace device is, if you are unaware, it is like a microcurrent device. So it helps to tighten and lift your face. It helps with like fine lines, wrinkles, acne too. And for me, I found it to be really effective for helping like the lines around my mouth, and it helps with the lines around my eyes and lifting my eyebrows as well. So again, you just have to stay consistent with this if you actually want to see results from it. But otherwise, I think that this is a great product. So for me, when I use this, you have to use like a gel agent when using it. you can't just put this like directly in contact with your skin. There has to be like a barrier between it. But what I use aloe vera gel. I don't use the one sold by NuFace, like the one that their brand recommends. That one breaks me out like crazy. It's like the worst ingredients in it, so it's not something I would really recommend. So for me, aloe vera gel like works perfectly, and it's just a whole lot cheaper too. So I just buy as pure of an aloe vera gel that I can find, and one that is organic too. And that's pretty much the only like intensive at-home treatment that I do for my skin. All right, that is my full nighttime skincare routine. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I know that it was a lot of information, a lot to take in, but like I said, I didn't just like want to slap this video together and be like, here you go. I just felt like it was important to be more informative in this video. I know that my routine might not be like the funnest or like the fanciest, but what's important is the effectiveness, and this routine is highly effective for me. I feel like I'm just in sync with my skin, which is just such an amazing feeling to have after just suffering for so many years. I have at least 1 to 2 backups of every one of these products already in my closet, because I just cannot live without these products, you know? There's been times where I've run out and I realized I didn't have a backup, and I was in like full panic mode to try to overnight some of these products, you know? Kind of crazy. I try to keep it simple. Simplicity is key, you guys. You definitely don't want to overdo it and just use too many products. And it's just unnecessary and expensive too, right? Like, as much as I loved to experiment with all of these products and buy like bougie serums and oils and all like that sort of stuff, because it was like really fun to have, and obviously really fun to like look at visually and aesthetically too, you know? I just don't really feel like it's great to like switch it up that regularly, and then obviously like my skin doesn't really like it anyways, so I just try to go with what works for me. And again, if you want to see like a whole video on how I've healed my acne and kind of things that I've done more internally and just other tips and advice that I have, please let me know down below, and I'd be more than happy to film that video too. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really hope that you learned something. Please give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe before you go, and I will see you in a couple of days in my next video. Bye guys, love you.